Hey there, I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to Stop the Clock with Brad. Glad you tuned in. Hope everything's going well in your health and world and friends and family and all that great stuff we need to live wonderful lives. Live them long, live them happy, live them healthy, be strong, all that fun stuff. So, if it's your first time watching the channel, we have more episodes. Feel free to watch those. If at the end of this you thought it was a good video, give her a thumbs up. If you loved it and want more, feel free to subscribe. Right on. So this week, we're going to talk about the big news that's come out that RFK Jr., Robert Kennedy Jr., he has been nominated to lead the head of Health and Human Services in the United States. If you're not aware, Health and Human Services governs everything from food to drugs to food assistance, all those things, the FDA, anything that we would put in our body, inject into our body, anything like that, it covers all that. That includes vaccines, drugs, everything. What has me excited about it is he has pledged to get our food on the standard with Europe. Those of you who have watched the channel for a while know I spent 3 months last year in Istanbul. I'm a carnivore diet guy because I have to be to feel good, be able to train like I want to train, compete in strongman at 51, soon to be 52 years old. Carnivore is what it takes for my joints to feel good, for me to feel good, and be able to do that. I didn't look like I do now or feel like I did now in my late 30s because I was just eating that standard American diet. My joints hurt, my shoulders. I thought I had like some kind of tear or terrible arthritis. No, I just had inflammation, like to the umpteenth level, right? Going carnivore fixed all that. Would I like to eat other things besides meat? Sure. This diet fits me really well because I like meat, but I like other foods too, right? I'm not a robot, for crying out loud. When I was in Istanbul, I got to eat other food because they don't have the same ingredients in them that we put in ours here. And that's one of the big problems we have with health. A lot of your normal people that have bad food advice, they still think like cereal is good for them. Well, I don't know if you saw this. This came out last month, but Kellogg's, in their same Michigan plant, they produce the Kellogg's for Canada, which doesn't have the red, the yellow, the green dyes, all that kind of stuff. They have to use things like beetroot powder, carrot juice, watermelon juice, blueberry juice, things like that. That's the problem. They make both of them in the same plant in America, ship the healthier version to Canada, leave the trashier version for us to consume. And we wonder why so many of us are fat and we're sick and we're unhealthy, right? There's tons of stuff that you can put into food in Europe that you can't put into food here. Let's check them out and see why we don't want them in our food. Potassium bromate. It strengthens dough and enhances bread's texture, but is classified as a human carcinogen. They don't have it. We do. Brominated vegetable oil, BVO. It's an emulsifier in sodas and citrus-flavored drinks. It's linked to health risks, including thyroid and neurological damage. Great. Not only is soda full of sugar, but now it's going to damage your brain. Not in Europe, though. Titanium dioxide, E171. It's a whitening agent in candy, baked goods, and toothpaste. It's banned in Europe because of concerns over genotoxicity. What does that mean? It can damage your DNA. You know, the DNA, the building blocks of our body that we need so badly, it can damage that. But we allow it here. I'll try to say this right. azodicarbonamide. Oh, here it is. It's a dough conditioner in bread and baked goods. It's banned in Europe because of it's been linked to respiratory issues. Artificial colors, red 40, yellow 5, yellow 6. Of course, they color everything under the sun with these things, especially like kids' candies and cereals. Why has it been banned in Europe? It's linked to hyperactivity in kids. Yeah, just what we need. Our kids even more hyper. And then there's propylparbamum, I guess. It's a preservative in baked goods. It's a potential endocrine disruptor. That's wonderful. Disrupt our endocrines. And why do they have it? So they can make the bread, ship the bread, and have the bread sit there. If any of you have ever made bread at home, how fast you have to eat it. It can't sit there for a week, right? Mold's coming. It's going to ruin. There's a reason that bread can sit there on the shelf in America. There's a reason in Europe, there's bakeries everywhere where you buy fresh bread. They can't have bread sit on the shelf for days and days and days because of what they can't put in it. No wonder when we eat bread here, it bothers us. I eat bread there, it doesn't bother me. Now let's talk about what they put in our meat. As a carnivore, that's very important to me. I eat way less chicken and pork because they seem to be doped up more than what a cow does. So I'd like to eat more animals. I love lamb. But in America, I can't trust what's in them. So here we go. The first one is ractopamine. It promotes leanness in pigs, cattle, and turkeys, but it's linked to cardiovascular and behavioral effects in animals, and that's been linked to humans. Synthetic growth hormone increases milk production in cows. Potential links to cancer and animal welfare issues. We get to use it in America. They don't have to. And one thing people have always talked about, and this is kind of anecdotal, but the development of children's bodies drinking all this milk with growth hormone in it. We know what happens to, say, a bodybuilder if they take aftermarket growth hormone. They get bigger. Everything gets bigger. So if there's growth hormone in that milk, wouldn't it reason that the kids are also developing earlier than they used to because this wasn't in our milk? There's chlorinated chicken. This is disinfecting poultry and processing plants. They basically bleach the chicken out so you can't tell how bad they're treating the chicken. That gets into the chicken, then we eat the chicken. But sadly, in America, we don't know what they're doing because we passed a law several years ago where news crews cannot go film inside a slaughterhouse. It's illegal here. So you don't know how they're treating the animals, because if you go and film and release the footage, you can be federally prosecuted, which is just, I know it. If you don't live here and I'm telling you this, first time you've heard it, it probably sounds insane. Well, that's because it is. Let's go to the GMOs and pesticides. Of course, we know genetically modified stuff isn't good, but it's in our corn and soil and soy. And of course, almost everything in America has corn and soy in it. And then pesticides. They've even banned some pesticides over there. They banned them. Why? They're concerned over water contamination and, again, endocrine disruption. And guess what? We get to have that in America. So we've heard two different things that's banned in Europe that can disrupt our endocrine system, something that can disrupt our DNA. And we wonder why, with the way our health system's set up, why we have to go on all these special diets, why we've got to be keto or a vegan or a vegetarian or carnivore just to survive and be healthy. It shouldn't be this hard. It really shouldn't. And other people don't struggle with this the way we do here in the States. If nothing else, would you rather take your health advice from someone who looks like this? That's our current leader of health. Or this. This is RFK, who's hopefully our potential future leader in health. I don't know about you, but if I'm at the gym and a guy in worse shape that's smaller than me comes up and wants to offer me advice, or a bigger, more muscular guy wants to offer me advice, which one do you think I want to listen to? So that's what I wanted to talk about today. I got very excited last night when this news came out because, again, this is the big overall problem for our country is that we have to fight against our own government. I mean, one of these reds literally is banned in makeup. You can't put it on your face, but you can put it in food and eat it, which again just sounds insane. So hopefully, better news is on the way. It's not going to fix everything, but it'll get the ball rolling. And I'm not going to talk about vaccines and all that kind of stuff, but just getting the junk out of the food is a great first step to getting America back healthy like we used to be. We didn't always look like this. Go look at pictures of people on the beaches in the 50s and 60s, and then go to one right now. We don't look like the same people. So again, thanks for your time. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. And remember, together, we can stop that clock.